Part 3 of my video, I'm going to be going over my terminal tackle and my bag of plastics. It's a Kvd bag. It's the large version. It's supposed to hold 40 bags, but I got well over 40 bags in there. As you can see, I label everything with a label maker. Try to keep everything a little bit organized with hooks on one side and weights kind of organized in their own little area. Just quickly go over some of the things that I like, a couple of things I don't like. First thing up are these owner sniper finesse Nico rig hooks. I've tried lots of hooks for my Nico rigs and wacky rigs, and I found these to be the best ones, at least to my liking. They have real strong barbs on them. Once a fish gets hooked, they don't really come off. So I really like those hooks for Nico rig. That's size 1. I still got some 1/0 sniper finesse Nico rig hooks. Some 2/0. I've been switching to barbless hooks lately for my Nico rig, wacky rig fishing, especially when I'm just fishing for fun mostly. And I got some size 2/0 there. And I got a bunch of size 1 here. These are Gamakatsu Octopus barbless hooks. So far, I've never lost a hook on a barbless hook, so I've been pretty happy with them, and I think I'm going to continue to probably use those. Some Gamakatsu red octopus hook size 1. Those have barbs on them. I do find those kind of bend a little bit easily, which some don't like it. Me, it doesn't bother me a whole lot as long as they don't bend on a fish. Sometimes if you get snagged, it can be a bonus. You can actually get unstuck. The hook will bend a little bit, and you can just bend it right back in place. Yeah, but those do like to bend a little easy. Haven't had any problems with the barbless hooks doing that. Bunch of O-rings. O-rings will save your plastic worms, make them last a lot longer. One time I caught, I think it was close to 30 fish using the same plastic worm. Got some owner stinger treble hook replacements, size 4. That's what most of my whopper plopper size hooks are. So if I ever need to replace them are one of the best treble hook replacements you can get. And I got some more treble hook replacements. I have some Mustad 1/0 circle hooks. I have a bunch more of those in my backup tackle box. Some 2/0 circle hooks, a catfish bell with some split rings under there, some swivels. These are all still weights. Some swivel snaps, a bunch of trailer hooks made by Strike King. Some more circle hooks, bigger circle hooks I use for catfish. Got some worm hooks, round bend and EWG hooks. Some VMC and Gamakatsu. Got some these weedless hooks. I really don't like those too much. Have some small wacky rig weedless hooks. Really don't like those too much. I find those to be a little small. Have a bunch of cheap nail weights. Have some 1/8 lead bullet weights, and that's usually the size I use for my Texas rigs. Have 1/16 ounce lead bullet weights if I want to go a little bit lighter, 1/4 ounce lead bullet weights if I want to go heavier, 3 ounce if I want to go even heavier, some 1/2 ounce egg sinkers in there, some 1/2 ounce bullet weights in there, some 3/4 ounce trolling weights in that one, some barrel drop shot weights, some round ball drop shot weights, some 1/8 ounce split shot weights, some S-Pro dual lock snaps in that one, some more dual lock snaps in that one, That one I have 1/4 ounce shaky heads. That one I have 1/8 ounce shaky heads. I have 1/5 ounce Ned Rigs. 1/6 ounce Ned Rigs in that one. 1/10 ounce Ned Rigs in that one. 1/15 ounce Ned Rigs in that one. And those are all going to be Z-Man Finesse mushroom heads. Have some more 1/8 ounce Wacky Rig hooks. Those have weed guards on them and they're weighted. Have some 1/4 ounce Roadrunner jig heads. Some 1/8 ounce tube hooks. And some 1/4 ounce tube hooks. And I have some Strike King Tour Grade 3/16 ounce tungsten bullet weights. It's actually the only tungsten I own right now. But that's pretty much all my terminal tackle. Do have some backups of a lot of this stuff that I don't keep in here because I don't really want to make it heavier than it already is because this Bass Mafia box is pretty heavy, pretty durable as it is. But that's it for my terminal tackle, and I got a bunch of plastics I gotta go through. This is the Kvd Speed Bag. It's the large size, supposed to hold 40 worm bags. And I can keep pretty much all the plastic I own in here, except for these Kitech here. The package are a little bit too big to fit in there. But as you can see, I got this thing pretty stuffed, but it zips and unzips rather easily. Got this thing stuffed. There's definitely over 40 bags of stuff in there. But first things first, these are just some Kitech swing impacts, 3.3 inch long. This is the smallmouth magic color. And I try to keep this stuff organized with my worms, crawdads, kind of paddle tails slash little small swim baits, little Ned Rig Baits, trailers, panfish baits, somewhat organized anyway. First package is going to be some stickos from Bass Pro Shop. Come in 30 pack. It's pretty good price for them. They're pretty good quality. I can't really tell much difference from these and the more expensive Cincos. This is the June bug color. I also got a pack in green pumpkin. Same kind, Sticko from Bass Pro Shop, 30 per pack. This your traditional green pumpkin, I believe black flake. Do have one pack of Cincos here. I believe it's green pumpkin, black flake. It's Roland Martin's favorite color, number 97, that he always talks about. Got some KVD Perfect Plastic worms. All these worms are 5-inch size. It's my go-to size pretty much. I like these because these are almost like square worms a little bit, or octagon worms basically, than completely round. Just a little bit different profile in your normal like Sticko or Cinco worm. This is the watermelon red flake color. Next up is some swimming dingers. I've had these for probably a year and a half, 2 years now. Still haven't tried them out yet. This is watermelon red flake. I take them with me quite a bit. I just, for some reason, I haven't rigged one up and tried one out yet. These are Power Worms by Berkeley. I believe they are 7 inches long. Got a little curly tail at the end, black in color. I've used these a couple times. These are pretty similar, called genie worms. They are 7.5 inches, black in color. Again, I like to use these for those 1/4 ounce shaky heads that I got. These are some Zoom trick worms, green pumpkin. I got these pretty much just because they come in 20 per pack. Pretty good bargain. And they'll catch you some fish. Got these because I wanted to try some big worms out. These are 8-inch worms. They're green pumpkin color, made by Savage Gear. Got some Trd Bugs. This is green pumpkin color. I tried fishing these weightless before, and I just don't have the patience. They have a kind of a fat body. It takes them a while to sink. So I gotta use a little bit heavier weight on them when I Texas rig them than I normally do. So they're definitely a slow sinking plastic, but they'll catch you some fish. A little on the expensive side though. Got some Big Bite Baits 4-inch crawl tubes. Now these are pretty cool looking baits, and I like Big Bite Baits because they're reasonably priced. I'll go ahead and take one of these out and show them to you. Hey, they got a bunch of salt on them, kind of two tones, blue and green. Kind of half tube at the top, hollow in the middle like a tube would be. Then they have the crawl pinchers on the bottom. And you got your tube bottom here. I just throw them on a regular tube hook since they are hollow here in the middle. But you can probably get away with T-rigging them also. Have some more Big Bite baits. These are 3-inch Craws, black, blue, electric blue color. This is your basic Craws. It can be used as trailer or T-rigged. A flashy blue color. They're pretty similar to these. These are Christy Crawls, 3.5-inch. These are black blue color. And a darker blue on one side, lighter blue on the other side. I've caught a handful of fish using these. Use them as trailers and just plain T-rigging them. This is a Havoc Pit Boss, I believe. I think I only got 2 of them left. These are one of the first plastic baits I ever got. Nice little bait to T-rig. These are more of your cheaper version crawl baits here. This is called Carolina Pumpkin 4-inch crawl. Looks like they come in a bunch of them per pack. Not the best looking, best quality, but I'm sure they catch a aggressive fish. Got some cream 4-inch creature baits. Again, green pumpkin color. I like their worms. Their worms are about the softest worms I think I've ever tried. And they're pretty cheap. I think you can get them for like $1.25 a pack at Walmart. I don't think I've tried these creature baits yet. They almost look like mini brush hogs or something. These are some Z Crawls made by Zoom. It's a black red glitter color. Got these when Ollie's was having a big clearance sale. I don't believe I've used any of them yet. Might have used one of them, but I'm sure they'd be a nice Texas rig bait. Again, another pack of Craws here. Yum's another cheap brand that I like. Gets the job done. Easy on the wallet. These are pretty decent, realistic Craws. These are Zoom Baby Bush Hogs. I can't even pronounce that word, so I'm just gonna say they're blue color. Kinda look like blue, half green pumpkin color. I don't believe I opened this pack yet either. These are some Strike King Rage swimmers. Pretty much just like the Kitex. The package were too big to fit in here, so I just took what I had left and threw them in a plastic bag and put them in this Kvd bag. I use them for trailers a lot, or you can just put them on a swim bait head. Got some flukes in baby bass color. Don't really throw these a whole lot. Some soft jerk baits made by Cream. Smoked shad color. I've never used these yet either. Said I don't really throw a whole lot of soft jerk baits or soft paddle tails too much. These are Yum 3.5 inch Pulse Pearl White color. I mostly use these for trailers. So I got a lot of white spinner baits, white chatter baits. These are your standard smash tubes, 4 inches long. I think it just says bruise color on it. Pretty much just looks like blue to me, but I prefer these tubes right here. These were recommended by Tactical Bassin. They're a little bit smaller at 3.5 inches. These are from Dry Creek, and they're pretty much loaded with salt. This is the Red Hot Crawl color. Next thing I got is some Big Bite Baits, 5 inch Finesse Double Tail Grubs, green pumpkin color. I can use these on a little jig head, or I like to use them as trailers a lot on jigs. Football jigs, or even chatterbaits, something like that. These are green pumpkin trigger crawls by Berkeley Powerbait. Pretty much the same thing. I like to use these as trailers. I'll cut about an inch off the body or so and just have the claws flapping. And these are pit chunks. These are specifically made for trailers. These are a little bigger than I'd like, so I'd probably cut at least an inch off the body here. These are super chunks, summer crawl color from Zoom. These are also trailers. These have nice big flappy tentacles on them. Another package of trailers. This is a swimming chunk, black and blue by Zoom. These are a little bit smaller than the pit chunks. Got a lot of black and blue jigs and chatterbaits that I like to use them for trailers on. These are 4.5 inch Robo Worms, straight tail. Aaron's Blue Smelt is the color. I use these for drop shot fishing, or you can use them for split shot fishing. And some of my Ned Rig Baits. These are Trd Hogs. Just look like little miniature brush hogs almost, made for the Ned Rig. This is black and blue color. I'll go ahead and get one of these out to show you. Now these Z-Man TRD baits are made out of Elastec, so they're really stretchy, and you don't want to store them together with any other type of plastic, because they'll like kind of deform and meld together with the other plastic and ruin it. So if you do store this in anywhere else besides the original packing, like if you take one off a hook that you've just been using and throw it in a box somewhere, make sure you keep it separate from your other plastic, or you'll ruin both of them. These are Z-Man Trd Bugs for the Ned Rig. This is a green pumpkin orange color, and they look like this. It's kind of like a little beetle bug almost. Basically sit up on your Ned Rig like this and flap around with the current. Now these are my favorite Ned Rig baits. This is the Z-Man Trd Crawl. This is the hot crawl color, and this is what these look like. When you get them on a Ned Rig, they'll kind of stand up like that with the claws kind of flapping around in the current. You can kind of drag them backwards like they're in defense mode. These are Trd Tubes made by Z-Man, black and blue color. And they're pretty much what you'd expect, just little miniature tubes made for the Ned Rig. I don't think I really need to take any of them out and show you. I showed you some tubes earlier. They're 2 3/4 inches long. Now I have some of these Ned Rig baits by Yum called the Ned Crawl. I think these are a pretty cool color. I'll go ahead and take these out and show you one of them. That's a nice looking Ned Rig bait. I haven't had a chance to try them yet. Looks like they got a lot more appendages on them than the Trd Crawls. I'll see if they stand upright like the Trd Crawls and mimic a defensive position. But they are a lot cheaper than the Trd Crawls, so if they work, I might have to switch to these. They do have a nice color on them, I'll give them that. We'll see how they work when they get in the water, though. Next thing I got is some Big Bite Baits 4-inch curl tail grubs. This is a chartreuse color. I've had these for a while, so I only got a couple of them left. I use those basically for pan fishing, walleye fishing. Have some of these chartreuse salt and pepper 3-inch Lunker grubs. As you can see, I got a pretty good deal on them, 50 cents. Those are made by Kalen's. Have some missile baits, drop crawls. This is a dill pickle color. Green on one side, kind of brownish on the other. But I'll use that for drop shot fishing. These are called pile drivers, Mo Glow Sunset color. They supposedly glow in the dark, and they're crappie bait. Some more cheap grubs, doesn't really say the color on them. Like coffee / chartreuse, I believe. These are some more grubs, 2-inch grubs, Christmas tree color. Got some Mr. Crappie 1 3/4 crappie thunders. This is the bluegrass color. Have some mini tails made by Cream. I've caught a couple fish with those before. Got your standard white grubs, 2 inches long. They're made by Yum. And last but not least, I got some Trout Magnets. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Got an empty bag there, got a pile full of plastics. This concludes part 3 of the video. As always, thanks for watching.